Greetings, our Hebrew Israelite brothers and sisters. This is the high priest, L.D. Smith, the watchman on the wall. Family, I'm coming to you guys to give you an introduction of who I am and how we got started and the way that the Most High set up structure. Now, that being said, my name is Larry Darnell Smith. And the Most High came to me and told me that I was the high priest. I was 36 years old, and the words came up out the Bible and went inside of me down inside my basement. And I ran uh, because my five senses told me to run because I never experienced anything like that before. And the Most High never changes. Just like he did with Moses, he told my Uncle Moses, to throw his rod down and turn into a serpent. Moses ran. Um, Jeremiah, Isaiah, all these individuals, the Most High did something that defied their five senses, and they could not understand it. So here today, I am doing this because He chose me. I did not choose to do this. I didn't know who I was. I didn't know anything. But anyway, I'm going to show you guys what happened. I'm going to share this with you guys, okay? And then we're going to move forward and we're going to go into scripture. And I'm going to show you how God uses one man at a time. Now, that being said, I don't want to get ahead of myself, but I need to say this, right now. I'm not saying that I am the only one that uh, God has awakened. What I'm saying is I'm the only one that God has sent to the house of Israel. Okay? Now, that being said, and I'm going to prove it to you. I'm going to show you in the scriptures. I'm not going to change anything. I'm going to show it to you because God has a structure. God has a way that He does things, and He does not change. Now, here we're looking at Ezekiel 33. As I stated, the words on the pages came up and went inside of me. Okay? I was 36 years old down inside my basement, and I ran up out my basement from it. And I was very reluctant to go back. But anyway, I heard a voice say, stop, stop, stop. So I stopped. I was on the third step. And I looked back at my Bible, and it was turned face down where I dropped it at. So um, at the age of 30, at the age of 36, I was reluctant to pick it up. I took my time. I was very, very cautious because uh, uh, it frightened me because I did not understand it. My five senses could not understand it. But moving forward, okay, it was Ezekiel 33. All right, from verses 5, 6, all the way down to over to verses 11, and the O's and all the letters they was big around as this right here, and they went inside me. Okay, that's the best that I can try to explain it. All right, we're coming from the book of Ezekiel, 33rd chapter. Okay. Now we see up at the beginning, it says, again, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, speak unto the children of thy people, and say unto them, when I bring the sword upon the land, if the people of the land take a watchman, take a man of their coast, and set him as their watchman. See that? Set them as their watchman. Look what he says here. If when he seeth the sword come up on the land, he bloweth the trumpet and warn the people. Then whosoever heareth the sound of a trumpet and take not warning, if the sword come and take him away, his blood shall be upon his own hand. He heard the sound of the trumpet and took not warning, his blood shall be upon him. But he that taketh warning shall deliver his soul. But if the watchman seeth the sword come, bloweth not the trumpet, and the people be not warned, if the sword come and take any person from among them, he is taken away in his iniquity, but his blood will I require at the watchman's hand. This is how I'm gonna do things. This is how I run things. If you tell them they don't take heed, then the sword come and take them away. It's gonna be on them. But if you warn them, see, I have a duty as just as he told them people to do, get them a man and make them a watchman, and this is the protocol. This is the way we're gonna do things, you know. And see, the watchman has to warn the people, and if they take heed, then they save their own soul. But if they don't, then they are taken away, and their iniquity, their blood gonna be up on them. But look what he says in verse 7. He says, "So thou son of man, I have set thee a watchman over the house of Israel. Therefore thou shalt hear the word at my mouth and warn them from me." These words, as I stated, they left the page and came up and went inside of me. I could not understand it. My five senses told me to drop it and run. That's what I did. This is how I knew who I was and what my duties were. This is my job. And see, I'm going to show you. Was Ezekiel the only one that was awakened in that time? No. But Ezekiel was called to go to the house of Israel. Nobody else. But there had been others that was called too. But there was different dispensations of time. All were called at one time. But it was one individual, not everybody. Just like he says about Aaron and his sons. Aaron was the high priest, but his sons had to wait for their priest office. Wait on their priest office. Why? So when one high priest drops off, another one rises up. That's how it works. But let's go ahead on. He says, "When I say unto the wicked, O wicked man, thou shalt surely die, if thou doest not speak to warn the wicked from his ways. That wicked man shall die in his iniquity, but his blood will I require at thy hand." See that? If I don't warn you, what you're doing is wrong, then the sword come and take him away, then he's gonna put that on me. That's why I try so hard. That's why I try so hard. But let's leave this right here so that I can show you how the Most High works. Let's go to 1 Kings. Now watch this right here. We're going to the book of Kings. Very simple. Very simple. And see, I try to keep it simple. Because if you keep it simple, can't nobody get it wrong. Well, they shouldn't. They shouldn't get it wrong. Now we're in 1 Kings chapter 19. Now watch this right here. 1 Kings chapter 19. Now we're dealing here with Jezebel and Ahab. It says, "And Ahab told Jezebel all that Elijah had done, and withal how he had slain all the prophets with the sword. Then Jezebel sent a message unto Elijah, saying, So let the gods do to me." Y'all see that? "And moreover, also if I make not thy life as the life of one of them by tomorrow," about this time. Let's go ahead and read 3:2. He said, "And when he saw that he had arose, he went for his life and came to Beersheba, which belongeth to Judah, and left his servant there. But he himself went a day's journey into the wilderness, and came and sat down upon a juniper tree, and he requested for his life that he might die." He told the Most High, "I'm tired. Take my life. I'm tired." And I'm telling you, when you're being tested, you feel that way sometimes. He says, and said, "It is enough now, O Lord, take away my life, for I am no better than my fathers." All right, now we're going to jump down to verse 8. Now let's read it. "And he rose and did eat." Now the angel came, told him he was going to be he was going to take a journey, but he told him, "Get up and eat, drink." When it went in the strength of that meat 40 days and 40 nights. So the angel told him to eat twice. He ate twice. And he didn't eat anything for 40 days and 40 nights. All right. Now let's go ahead and jump on down here. He said, until her of the mountain of God. And he came hither unto the cave and lodged there. And behold, the word of the Lord came unto him, and he said unto him, what doest thou here, Elijah? And he said, I have been very jealous for the Lord God of hosts, for the children of Israel have forsaken that covenant, thrown down thine altar, and slain their prophets with the sword. And I, even I alone, am left, and they seek my life to take it away. Now, we see here now that he's hiding. He's hiding in a cave, and he said that they seek his life, and the children of Israel done forsook him and everything. All right, now watch it right here. And he said, go forth. See that? Do y'all see what he says here? And he said, go forth and stand upon the mount before the Lord. And behold, the Lord passed by in a great strong wind, rent the mountains, and break in pieces the rocks before the Lord. But the Lord was not in the wind, and after the wind, an earthquake. But the Lord was not in the earthquake. And after the earthquake, fire. But the Lord was not in the fire. And after the fire, a still small voice. And it was so, when Elijah heard it, that he wept, wrapped his face in his mantle, and went out and stood in the entrance of the cave. And behold, there came a voice unto him, saying, what doest thou here, Elijah? And he said, I have been very jealous. I have been very jealous for the Lord God of hosts, because the children of Israel have forsaken that covenant, throw down thine altar, slain the prophets with the sword, and I, even I, only am left, and they seek my life to take it. Now, note what he says. I, even I, am alone. Ain't no more, right? But I'm gonna show you now. I'm gonna show you. But you gotta pay close attention to see this. And the Lord said unto him, go. Y'all see that? Y'all see that? The Most High God is still telling Elijah, I want you to go. I have given you a mission. I have given you a mission. Nobody else has this mission but you. I have given this mission to you. He says, go. He said, and the Lord said unto him, go, return on the way to the wilderness of Damascus, and when thou comest, anoint Hazael to be king over Syria. And Jehu, the son of Nimshah, shall thou anoint to be king over Israel. And Elijah, the son of Seth, of Abel-Methel, shall thou anoint to be a prophet in thy room. See that? He told him to go. And look what he says. And it came to pass that he that escaped the sword of Hazael shall Jehu slay, and he that escaped the sword of Jehu shall Elijah slay. Yet I have left me 7,000 in Israel. See that? But he says, I am the only one. I am the only one. But see, but the Most High said, look, I got 7,000. I got 7,000. But I chose you. I didn't choose them. Even though they have been awakened, they don't have an assignment. But you have an assignment. I told you where to go, who to anoint. I told you all these things. I read it. Y'all read it. But the 7,000 down here, they don't have a mission. They don't have an assignment. See, so I don't come against anyone that has been awakened. I don't. But there's a difference from being awakened and then given an assignment. And that's just like being in the army. You can be in the Army Reserve. You still in the army, but you have to be activated. And I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you. Once you're activated, then you have a right to go out here and kill if they tell you to kill. All right? Now let's keep on going here. He said, yet I have left me 7,000 in Israel, all the knees which have not bowed unto Baal, and every mouth which has not kissed him. See that? They have been awakened, but they don't have an assignment. But you have an assignment because I told you to go. And see, that's why a lot of individuals, they're going to be hurt. They're going to be ashamed. Why? Because they're doing something that they were not told to do. You have to be told to go out. You see here, he told him what to do. You don't see here anything about these other 7,000. Nothing. Do they know who they are? Yes. But do they have assignment? No. The Most High has to give you an assignment. No one else could have done what Elijah did here as far as anointing these individuals. No one but Elijah, because he told Elijah, go and do this, go and do that, go and do this, go and do that. He never told this 7,000 down here to go and do anything. That's the difference. I hope someone understands what I'm saying. But let's keep on going. Let's stay in that book. Let's stay in that book. Now let's stay. I did want to get on down to. But let's keep on going. So he departed hence and found Elijah, the son of Seph, which was plowing with 12 ox, 12 yokes of ox before him. And he went the 12th, and Elijah passed by and cast his mantle upon him, and he left the ox and ran after Elijah and said, let me, I pray thee, kiss my mother, my father, and my mother. That's the same father and mother that he talks about honoring over there in Exodus chapter 20, verse 12. You can see here, he says, let me honor my parents. Before I leave, I'm going to go with you. He didn't say, let me go up in heaven to honor my parents, my so-called parents up there. No, his parents is right down here. And he's pleading with him. He said, I pray thee, let me go. Let me, he says, I pray thee, kiss my father and my mother, and then I will follow thee. And he said unto him, go back again, for what have I done to thee? And he returned back from him and took a yoke of ox and slew them and boiled their flesh with the instruments of the ox and gave unto the people, and they did eat. Then he arose and went after Elijah and ministered unto him. See that? But I just want to show you guys also that part the way he begged him, let me go and kiss my father and mother, because I want to follow you. I want to go with you. That's what honor in your father and your mother means. You're honoring them. He wanted to honor his parents because he wanted to go with Elijah. But let's keep on going. Let's stay in 1 Kings. Let's go to 22 here. Let's go to 22. 1 Kings 22. Let's look at 19. 1 Kings 22, 19. Now watch this right here. Watch this. Now we see here now the king of Israel and Jehoshaphat here, they're having a conversation here. And one of the prophets named Micah, he wouldn't prophesy anything good to him because that's what he said. Because he didn't like him because he was telling him what the Most High said. But let's jump down here to 18 and 19. He says in 18, we're in 1 Kings 22:18. He says, and the king of Israel said unto Jehoshaphat, did I not tell thee that he would prophesy no good concerning me, but evil? And he said, hear thou therefore the word of the Lord. I saw the Lord sitting on his throne, all the host of heaven standing by him on his right hand and on his left hand. All the host of heaven now. All the host of heaven on his right and his left. He's sitting in the throne, the Most High God. Watch this. And the Lord said, who? He's talking to all of them here. He said, who? Who means one. He's talking about one. I need one of y'all to do something for me. He says, who shall persuade Ahab that he may go up to fall at Raymount Gilead? And one said on this matter, and another said on that matter. And there came forth a spirit and stood before the Lord. See that? Now, let's, all these up here, they said one to another. Everybody up there knows what's going on. Everybody knows what's going on about Ahab. All of them, they're talking about it. But only one came forth. Now watch what happens here with the one that came forth. Even if you come forth, you can't go unless he tells you to go. You can volunteer and say, oh Lord, send me, I'll go. He has to send you. He has to say, okay. But look what he says here. Therefore came a spirit and stood before the Lord and said, I will persuade him. And the Lord said unto him, wherewith? How? And he said, I will go forth, and I will be a lying spirit in the mouth of all his prophets. And he says, thou shalt persuade him and prevail also. Go forth. See that? Go forth. Go forth. You can't go. Even though he was telling him that this is how I do it. I'll go forth and do it right here. You still can't go unless he tells you. Look what he says. He says, go forth and do so. Go forth and do so. Now, therefore, behold, the Lord, not the Spirit, not the Spirit. It ain't me, it's the Lord. The Lord sent me. The Lord called me. The Lord is the one that is going to do this through me. For we, his people, as I stated, I did not ask to do this. I was assigned to this. Now look what he says here. The Lord has put a lying spirit in the mouth of all these thy prophets. What's the next? And the Lord has spoken evil concerning thee. Y'all see that? The Most High uses one at a time. All the host of heaven was standing there with them. How many did he use? He could have just demanded one, say, well, since y'all talking, you come out. But one step forward and said, I'm willing to go. But he couldn't go unless the Most High told him to go. You can't just go out here and just start teaching and then start saying this and saying that. The Most High has to tell you to go. He has to give you an assignment. But you can see any and everybody can just say, well, okay, well, I know this and I know that. Well, I didn't tell you to go out and tell anybody anything. Just because you was aware of it. I never told you to go out and tell anybody nothing. But family, I'm telling you guys, I hope you see it because we're running out of time. I am the high priest over the whole house of Israel. As I stated before I left the other platform, there was an individual that saying that he is Elijah. But my question to him is, if he is Elijah, where is the fiery chariot that took him out of here? Where's that ship? Where is the ship that he left on? The ship never materialized. Nobody could answer that question. But he's still saying that he is Elijah. The Most High doesn't change how he does things. If he left on a spaceship, he gonna come back on a fiery chariot. So all praise to the Most High living God, my family. I hope you guys understood this because it's very important. As I stated, I myself, I know I'm not capable of doing the job that he have appointed me to do it, but he makes me capable. Okay? It's all God. It ain't me. All right? It's all the Most High. So until we meet again, I say I love you guys. We all love you here from the high priest of the whole house of Israel. We love you guys. And I hope the Most High word reaches all those that he have sent his word out to. As a matter of fact, I know it will. Because God's word says that it will not return unto him void, but it shall accomplish wheresoever he sent it. In all the things that he has sent it out to do. That word is going to accomplish that. So as I stated, I'm only here for those that he have sent me to warn from him. So until our next Sabbath, I say I love you guys. And you guys, you know how we do it at the end of the broadcast. On the count of three, all right? We go 1, 2, 3. One word, one God, one people, one love. Levi. Until our Sabbath, we say, Shalom, family, we love you.